Good morning and welcome to the Bible Study Studio. My name is Sonia McCullough Lockridge and I am your host, and I joy to come to you this fashion. And welcome to 90 Days Through the Word, day two of 90 Days Through the Word. Our reading for today comes from Genesis 17:1 through Genesis 28. Genesis 17:1 through Genesis 28. I started reading at 6:15 and stopped reading at 7:30. It took me quite some time. I'm not a fast reader. So, the initial parts of Genesis take us through God seeing, God speaking, God smelling. First of all, God separating. And this portion for today takes us through some more of the Lord acting in regards to his people. First of all, we have the covenant of circumcision in chapter 17. And then 18, we have some washing of the feet of the Lord. Then in verse 14, there comes that very familiar verse. Is there anything too difficult for the Lord? In 18:14, a familiar verse. Is there anything too difficult for the Lord? Verse 19, the Lord speaks about commanding children and households. Verse 25 of 18, Abraham recognizes the Lord as the judge of all the earth. And there's more washing of feet. Verse 19, or chapter 19, this narrative takes us to Sodom and Gomorrah. Chapter 19 also takes us to a sinful place with the Moabites and Lot and his daughters. The Moabites, the Amorites. In chapter 19, we have an understanding of these folks that intermarried and basically incest within a family. Chapter 21, Isaac is at Beersheba. Chapter 22, God tests Abraham with his son Isaac. Chapter 23, Sarah dies. Abraham purchased a grave for her for 400 shekels. 23, enters Rebekah, a wife for Isaac. Verse 24, a gold ring is entered into the narrative. Although the gold ring is placed in the nose, a gold ring is entered into the narrative. There's more washing of feet in verse 24. In chapter 24, In chapter 25, Abraham dies. The record of Ishmael is entered into the text. Rebekah is barren, another barren woman in the book of Genesis. But Isaac prays, and the Lord blesses this couple with twins. Enter Esau and Jacob onto the scene. Of course, these twins divide the parents' love and loyalty. and the mother loves one more than the other, and the daddy loves one more than the other. But Jacob is the one that ultimately receives the birthright, although he was manipulative in getting it. But not manipulative alone, his mama helped him. Chapter 26, another covenant is before us, and Isaac digs wells. Isaac digs wells. In chapter 26, Esau marries Judith. To make his parents mad, Esau marries Judith. And Judith, of course, is of those other folks. Moabites. One of them Ite folks. So, chapter 27, we are presented with more blessings and birthrights. And there is word spoken in regards to no Canaanite wives. No Canaanite wives. Jacob has a dream, and this enters the story of Jacob's ladder, if you've heard of that before. And Bethel is entered into the text. The keyword Bethel is entered into the text. And of course, the keyword Bethel means house of God. And of course, Jacob enters also into the text the idea of tithing 10%. So that is the final word of chapter 28 of the book of Genesis. And this completes day 2 of reading through the word in 90 days this summer. Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow in regards to day 3 of 90 days through the word this summer. The can-do challenge. For we learned back in our preparation study that the Word of God can be read in its entirety in around 75 to 80 hours. So we know we can do this. And this is why this challenge is called the Can Do Challenge. We can read through the Word in 90 days. This is Sonia McCullough Locker signing out for Bible Study Studio. Be blessed in the Lord on this very day. Thank you.